Hello, this is the RPG Crawler, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Neverwinter Nights 2. I am about done with this chapter, but there's a couple things I need to finish off. One thing I was reminded of is that there's still lizard men back in What's-Her-Face's cabin, or there was, and I never killed them. I never found Juni's husband. So what I'm going to do, and I've still got that random pay thing that I found. So I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I'm not too late to finish all this. If I am too late, then so be it. But I would like to at least make the attempt to get some of this experience. Especially the one where I've already got the package. So I'm going to start off with that. I may be too late. So bear that in mind. I may just be flat out too late. If I remember right, he's over here. Or at least there was a dude over here, but am I seeing him? There's Moza. Let's talk to him. Alright, so you're the new arrivals I heard about. Your adventures, I take it? Alright. Who are you? Name's Moza. I know it's an odd name. I was given to me, though, so I'm rather attached to it. But enough of that. I wonder if you wouldn't help me out with a small problem. Was it that you need? I was hired by a group of adventurers to show them the area around Highcliff, help them get their bearings, as it were. It was a bit dangerous, but they offered more gold than I'd seen in 10 seasons working the fields, so I'd been stupid to say no. What went wrong? My employees only paid me half what they owed me before they went off to explore some ruined castle north of here. They promised the rest when they got back. If I do find them, I want half of whatever they owe you for myself. Done. Getting half of what I'm owed is better than getting nothing at all. My thanks. I'll be waiting here for when you return, and I've already got it, so here you go. They were killed by an evil cleric and raised as his undead minions. Here's the pay they had set aside for you. Your employees are dead, and whatever killed them looted them as well. Your money's gone. That's a lie. You sure? Not even a few coins left? Damn my luck. That moved me towards chaotic, but that's okay. Well, thanks for the help. I'm off. May your journeys go well. I thought that was more evil than chaotic, but I guess that works. Well then, let me take a look, because I know... Let's take a look at Chandra's farm. Because I was told I didn't go after the lizard men in the house, and I know that I didn't. Oh, yeah, I've got level ups to do. Let me go into let me go deal with the lizard men first, and then we'll level up. See if they're still there. Watch. I bet I'm too late. I thought I looked around here and couldn't find a way to get in. I could have sworn that I couldn't find a way to get in. Yeah, I can't get in. So a commenter left me that. But I'm not seeing a way in. Is it just over there? I thought I went around this, but I guess, did I just not go far enough? I'm not seeing any lizard men. I guess either I can't come back to do it or something, because I'm not seeing any lizard men. Either you have to get them right on the spot, or I'm missing something major. You know what? I'm remembering back. I thought I could get into her house too, but I'm not seeing any way to open any doors or anything. These doors are all static. And I'm not seeing like a basement or anything. So I would have thought you could go into that door, but you can't. Oh well. Looks like I'm just SOL on that count. I guess I was too late. My bad. Alright, the last thing is that one guy that's trying to get away from his wife. So I'm going to go... I know where you're supposed to find him, but I'm not sure if he's there all the time or if you have to do something to trigger it. Remember that camp that I found near to the castle? That is where he's supposed to be. That is where he's supposed to be, and I am not entirely sure how to get him there. So when you enter, and immediately when you come over here, there's supposed to be a dude over at this spot over here. I'm hearing wolves again. But I just didn't see him. I remember looking around this place. Am I just blind? Was he here all the time, or... I'm not seeing this I'm not seeing him anywhere here. This is where I remember him being. But I don't see him. Well then, I guess that's that. That's somewhat disappointing. Unless he's over here somewhere? I thought this just headed up to the castle. Yeah, I thought that just headed up to the castle. I never exited through that world map transition. I'm not seeing him. There's got to be something to find that guy. But I don't remember what. And it's actually kind of distressing me at this point. Isn't there like a quest log or something? It's not even in my quest log. Well, let me go back to Highcliff real quick. Juni is down near the docks. I think she's already triggered onto like a next quest or whatever. So I guess I'm SOL in that regard. I am going to speak to Greta and them about the kids. So we will see at least one quest finished. And then we'll move on to the next chapter. Actually, what I need to do is level up. Wait, am I going the right way? Oh, there we go. I'm not even going the right way. Not even going the right way. Wait, what's over here? Nothing. Nothing. Okay, I'm sorry I wasted that time. Alright, as far as leveling up, I'll do it right before we exit the chapter. Come on, everybody. See, I don't understand why it suddenly has everybody stop pathing around me. Is the pathfinding that bad in this game? I think it is. I think it's just that the pathfinding is that bad in this game. Come on. Everybody come... Oh, come on. Don't stop. And it randomly deselects everybody, too, sometimes. I think what happens is I click and accidentally drag it just a fraction of a pixel, and it thinks I'm reselecting everybody or deselecting everybody. So let's talk to Juni first. You're the one speaking with the... Oh, did he turn you back to you, please, as well? Actually, he seemed quite reasonable. Reasonable. My husband is missing, and he refused to send out a search party. Is there some way I can... He disappeared? When? My husband, William, disappeared 2 days ago. He was heading outside the village to gather some stones to expand our home. Must have been the lizard folk who took him. They're beasts, but the elder refused to send out a search party to bring him back. I might be able to track him down. You'd be willing to take a risk for a complete stranger? Well, this is a surprise. Is there anything else? A reward would be nice. Of course, I wouldn't expect you to help for nothing. William and I have been saving up for a trip to Neverwinter, but I'd rather have my husband back than visit the city. I'll do what I can to bring him back. Alright. You want to speak with that girl, Chandra? She's refused to give up the farm to lizard folk. I already spoke. Chandra is not at the farm. I think I've dead-ended that because I think Chandra's already done. Well, it looks like that's what I needed to do was talk to her before I left the village. Lesson learned then. Anyway, Gara, thank you so much for finding the boys. Andrew just returned home. Zach and I owe you so much. Yes, again, you've shown me the meaning of courage. I'll make her bless you. There's a reward for this, I hope. Without question, for what you have done, Gara and I owe you the lives of our entire family. Andrew shall be raised to have the same honor and character as you possess. You'll learn from your deeds. No, don't do that. That's how. You'll just convince him to get into more trouble. This is next time. I don't understand. What do you mean by that? Sounds like you've been telling... It's the stories you've been telling them. Your stories. I should kill you before you put any more ideas into your children's heads. What? No, don't hurt me. I didn't mean any harm with the tales. And just what have you been telling him, Zuckan? This is rather embarrassing. I want my son to grow up with the courage that I lack. The two of us are going to have a little talk. If you're going to tell stories, at least say it was 2,000 lizard men and the dark dwarves riding on their shoulders. If you're going to tell them stories, at least tell them stories about me. I will strive to be more prudent with my tales in the future. Please accept the gifts from the two of us. We are forever in our desk. Oh, more than just an amulet. This amulet was handed down to my father and from my father to myself. Okay. I can also pay you some gold. We were saving the money for a new force to plow the fields, but the money is nothing less than safety of our son. We won't take up any more of your time. Yeah, I hope not. Okay. So what amulet did I get? It is Constitution +1, Will Saves +1, and it. I am putting that on. Yes. No, apparently I'm not. I'm putting this on Tiefling because she has nothing. There you go. Well, I guess I am going to look for William, so excuse me while I am gone for a moment, and I will cut back in when I get back to the world map and see what's going on. All right, there he is. I did not need to talk to Shandara, so I'm going to track down William. Go ahead and talk to him. Feel free to talk to him. Anybody. Who are you? How did you find me? Calm down. Your wife sent me to look for you. Juni, I should have known she wouldn't let me go without a fight. But I'm not going back. I've made my decision. This clearing will serve just as well as Highcliff for a home. Why don't you want to go back? I'm through with having her treat me like her mule. I'm declaring myself a free man. I just couldn't take it anymore. The farming, the child, never any time to myself. She wouldn't even let me spend a few evenings at the Blue Rooster. I decided to start a new life elsewhere. For now, this clearing will do. Tell Juni you found me dead, killed by bears. Here, take my wedding band. That should convince her to stop looking for you. What's in it for me? I see how it is. Fair enough. Here, take what I've on me. I've hidden it away for use for myself. I guess I won't be needing it now. Now that we've come to an arrangement, I wish you farewell and safe travels. All right. Sure thing. 100 gold for that. And he's actually running away. I don't know why. This is his camp. He said he was going to fix it, and then he's running away. All right. Time to report that into Juni. And I think that pretty much concludes this chapter, and we can move on. All right. Here to talk to Juni. Let's get that quest out of the way. You don't see William with you? Have you found him yet? Lie, we found this wedding bed on a corpse. Does it belong to William? Lie, your husband is dead. I saw his body. Break promise. William is alive, but he refused to come back. He was running away from you. Running? From me? This man has responsibility. I'm going more chaotic. I don't want to be super chaotic. I want to be like lawful evil. I guess I need to start. That's messed up because it's like you're either lying or breaking a promise. It's all kind of chaotic, but oh well. The man has responsibility. He can't just walk away up from me. It looks like he already did. Where is he? Where is that coward? So I think that I was so worried about his well-being. He has a camp near Highcliff Castle. Oh, he is he? Thank you for being honest with me. It's more than what that coward would grant me. Here, take this. I think what you've told me is worth the gold. I'll be beating the money out of William's hide when I find him. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a wayward husband to catch. Good luck with that. Poor William, even if he made a run for Icewind Dale, it still wouldn't be far enough. Anyway, what reward did we get? Can I see? Ha, old William got what was coming to him. Wouldn't catch a dwarf husband scuttling off like that, hiding from his wife. It would have been best if William had simply had the courage to tell her on his own. If you love someone, you tell them your feelings. If not, you still owe them the same courtesy. All right. And on that note, let's talk to Elder Main. Actually, no. Ah, there you are. We took up a collection here in the village and have a surprise for you. There's enough here to pay for your passage to Neverwinter. It's not a lot, but you've done so much that we had to find some way to show our appreciation. I'd also like you to have this armor. It's been in our village for generations, hasn't seen much action. I thought you might be able to put it better use. I'll put it to good use. Is this the best you could do? I'm afraid so. We are not a neutral evil. I'm afraid so. We're not a wealthy people, but we do what we can. Humble rewards. Oh, that's somebody complaining. Humble rewards from a grateful village. Thank you again. Now I believe you have a ship to board. Safe travels to you. It's time to continue on to Neverwinter. My stomach's already started churning. How long is this trip? Oh, do be quiet, Kelgar. Enjoy the waves while you can. I say it'll be nice to travel without being hunted for once. Alright, and that actually puts us to the next chapter, and then, wow, cutscene. We'll level up as soon as we can. These are Githyanki. Ah.
The shard you have found, show it to me.
Yes, Sierra?
You know, I never did use...
Is that what you sought?
No, it is much more.
Never did use Githyanki very much in my games.
Forget the betrayer. Forget our vengeance. These shards, they must all be found. Whatever forces you need, we shall grant you. But these shards must be ours.
Sounds important.
Of course, Sierra. It shall be done.
Dalrin. Lord Dalrin now, I hear.
Who's that?
Come now. You remember? Has it really been so long?
You... But you died at the battle at West Harbor.
Delayed, perhaps. My imprisonment was most distressing. But dead? Now how could I die with so much left unfinished?
Man. It's like that dude's out for
There
vengeance.
is so much more left to do.
That kind of scene really kind of lacks something with the inability to actually display any kind of interesting animations in the engine.
So this is Neverwinter? Suppose it's passable for a city built by humans. Can't say I care for it, though. You want a proper city, you build down, not up.
This place feels unnatural. The wood and stone, it's as if they've been silenced.
I wish you'd both be silent. The entire trip was just one long whine from the two of you.
At least she knows what the city is decent.
Feels funny. This boat rocks like a baby's cradle. This water is so unnatural and deep, not like the swamp of dead people I grew up in.
You tell him,
Not that
Nero.
I've got great memories of this place, but it's home. So where are we going first?
Going to the inn. Let's
Not
head that
sure I
first.
can stomach any food yet. A stiff drink and a good tavern brawl. On the other hand, I say lead the way. Besides, I'd welcome a stable bed after being trapped on that filthy excuse for a boat.
Alright, so before we go anywhere, let's level up. And I will start with with Eleni. Go with druid stuff. I don't think she's got that many skills. There's got to be two more, right? Am I just too blind to see them? Yes, I'm just too blind to see them. Okay. And she can memorize some additional spells, including a level 4 spell. I will be taking probably Summon Creature 4 with her. Even though that is a heal level, I don't really use that many heals on that in that regard. Alright. Next to level up is Kelgar. We will, of course, level up in Fighter, the only thing he can level up in. Next is Nishka.
Yes.
Again, just taking whatever default is. She is a level behind because she is a tiefling, and they level up. They got an effective character level of +1 in 3rd edition, which basically costs you a level. Oh, in terms of feats, what does she need for feats? I'm thinking maybe dual wield. Can she take that? 2-weapon fighting. Yeah, I think I'm going to drop 2-weapon fighting on her. And then finally, for my main, doing Pale Master again. And yes, that is going to slow our overall progression. But that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make right now. It's probably going to come back and bite me later on, but oh well. And in terms of his spells, no, and he doesn't get me. But he has to have gotten something. He can animate dead. What does animate dead do? Once per day, a Pale Master may animate dead spell-like ability. This is a passive. That's a passive, and that's generally summon familiar. Alright. Oh wait. Because one of my fiendish presences gives me fear. Okay. This just lets me use it. I did not need to use that. Oh well. Now I have an undead with me, a zombie warrior. Let's see. I can look around, or I can go directly to the tavern. Now the tavern is like literally right here, I think. I think I'm actually going to go there first. Where's the entrance? Wait, is this the right tavern? Is this the right place? I can't remember. The Sunken Flagon. Yeah, that's right up in here. With the red flags on it. With literal red flags on it. Kind of the intro to the next chapter. So there's my party. There's Bishop. Who's Bishop? I know who Bishop is, but
for your company.
But there he is. I guess you get him later. He is a party member. He is an evil ranger. Here's the kitchen. Don't need anything in there. Not really seeing anything to loot. Let's talk to the uncle, Duncan Farlong.
Well now, what can I do for you? Bit of venom for the belly, perhaps? Or maybe a tankard or two to shave the edge off your day?
I'm looking for my Uncle
Uncle Duncan. That sounds a bit familiar.
Huh.
If you're here to collect on some debt, I'll tell you that Duncan's a drunk fool without 2 coppers to his name.
I'm his nephew. Diggin sent me.
Diggin, eh?
Huh.
So the time's come, has it? Trouble's chasing on your heels, and you barely know why. Suppose Diggin told you less than half of what you need to know, then sent you packing. Don't take it hard. Done it to me twice in my life. All for good reason. I can probably guess why you're here, but why don't you go ahead and tell me
He
anyway.
sounds just a little bitter. Diggin told me to seek you out, that you might know something of the silver shards recovered from the battle at West
did
Harbor.
he? Nothing more than I did years ago. Plain silver near as we could tell. You and those shards were all that were left of that West Harbor battle.
Duncan, I thought you said that shard was magic, didn't you?
Trace of an enchantment on it is what that eel sand said. But nothing of importance. Probably residue from demon's fire, or maybe wizard magic.
Demon's fire? Sounds important to me.
And that, Sal, is why you are cleaning tables and I own this place.
Ha!
Those shards were magic, yes, a trace. But again, it was sand. And he's a fool. Anyway, barely
Well,
worth
it sounds like somebody you need to talk
more
to.
sentimental value than anything else. That really why you came all this way? To hear about your mother?
My mother, what does she have to do with this? Or yes, I brought another shard, and it's definitely...
Brought it here? Dug it up from those ruins? Now why in the 9 hells would you go digging up the past like that? Look, and listen. There's no good in picking up history's bones. Especially where that warlock's concerned.
Warlock?
I heard the tales, and Dagon told me what happened at West Harbor that night.
Alright, who's Sam?
A hedge wizard. Somehow set up shop on the docks. But it's telling enough he can only run a business down here in the crack of Neverwinter. Got a dry wit, and he'll always rub you the wrong way. So his name's well chosen. Still, I suppose I trust him enough. And having a wizard close by certainly tends to keep fools from causing too much trouble.
If you say
Diggin
so.
took the shard to him back when he lived in the merchant quarter, before his run of bad luck. But he couldn't get much from it. Just faint traces.
Well, it's got power now. Maybe you can get another read from it.
Here. I've always kept it close for some reason. Didn't want to leave it out of my sight.
So I got another shard.
But I find that sometimes time will tell. Had Sand examine it a long time ago, but he turned up nothing.
Can Sand look at these again? Maybe with 2 of them, he might get a better reading.
Well, it's worth a shot. But don't pay him any coin in advance, that's all I'll say. In fact, that viper would be best off...
Ah, it seems I've arrived just in time to
Here
deflect
he
the
is.
usual barrage of slander from the local innkeeper.
Sand.
Yes, it is good to see you're still sober enough to recognize me, Duncan, past the stale beer,
And I think he's going to be one of my party
faint
members.
sweat,
Not
failed
entirely sure.
aspirations, unwashed tunic. I thought perhaps you had already had one tankard too many for the day, but... Why, your guest here has the smell of a harbin about them. Faint, but there. I thought Duncan was keeping company.
Man, everybody
too good for him.
bashing
Now
on the
I
Hunt
see
Harbor
I
ones.
was right. Duncan, you could learn a few things from your guest.
Oh, well, that's not too bad.
Still passing off those 2 copper fairweather charms to the locals, Sand?
You have no appreciation for my talents, and after all I've done for you. To think you could survive a fortnight without my ale purgative. Why, you would be buried in the tombs with the rest of the Neverwinter traitors. A betrayer of barkeepers everywhere. But enough about you and your adventurous exploits on the tavern floor. I heard my name mentioned, and oddly enough, almost in a tone that suggested I could help.
This is
Yeah.
kin.
I'm not really seeing the family resemblance.
Yeah, it's not really there.
We need your help concerning the shard. Both of them.
Shard? That chunk of silver you showed me so long ago? I do hope you're not going to try to pawn it to me again. I am no longer interested. Besides, as I recall, you said the piece of junk had sentimental value, which upon viewing your establishment is perfectly understandable. Besides, didn't your uncle or cousin or brother or whatever make off with the other shard? I thought you only had one now.
Well, I got 2 of them
Found
now.
its way back, so to speak. We need you to look at both of them again. Properly this time.
Oh, very well. Give them here and let me see what my keen arcane senses can determine.
Yeah, you go ahead, Sand. Boom! Oh.
Well, it seems to have some resentment to being scryed. That is quite different than last
didn't know you
time.
could do that.
Are you sure these are the same shards? The power in them. Why, it's definitely stronger than last time. Much stronger.
Oh, so now they're magical. I'm not paying you for 2 failed divinations, you charlatan.
It's not a matter of divination, you one-tankard drunk. There is something about these shards. Without knowing their history, even my considerable
gotta
talents
research them.
cannot unlock their mysteries.
Alright, so who would know these shards' histories?
You could try and speak to Aldenon, but I don't think you'd have much luck reaching him. The Black Lake District is closed
Isn't it
down.
always, though, in
Aldenon
every
lives
single
the Black
Neverwinter
Lake
Nights
District, you see,
game?
and now he's trapped there. The Watch has it locked tight. No one going in or out, no messages in or out, even for the nobles that used to live there. Quite cryptic, really.
And it was shut down? Great, I'll probably have to jump through a wall of fire to get in, right?
I heard about that. Lord Dalrin was killed, wasn't he? I've heard rumors, but no official word of what happened.
As have I. Not
It's
only
better
are
than a
the
plague,
Watch
at
not
least.
talking about it, but they even called in the Cloak Tower mages to investigate, which means sorcery or demons were at work.
Demons? Closest I've ever come to demons is Dagon's tales about the battles down south near West Harbor, when there was that trouble with the King of Shadows.
That name, it keeps propping up. King of
Some
Shadows?
sorcerer, I believe, had a number of demons and shadows at his beck and call. Not many tales left about that period of Neverwinter history, oddly
That's
enough.
because it was made up
You
for
say
this game.
Aldenon might know more, Sand?
Well, if you're not a member of the Watch,
A lot of back and
or
forth
know a
conversation
secret
here.
route into Black Lake, then you're out of luck. So it seems
So that
like
gives
you
me
have
my
no choice but
choice
to let me examine the shards
to
at
become
my
a guard or
leisure.
to
I'll
become
need to hold on
against
to
the
them, of
guards.
course.
Wait, watch or secret route. Not bad ideas. Either way, the coin lands. Hell, there's Marshal Cormac. He's currently at the city watch post, and I know he's in bad need of an extra sword arm down at the
And
docks.
I've already got him an in with him, but unfortunately, that is like generally the good route, and it's also the warriors route. Whereas the other route is, I believe, the Thieves Guild route. Cormac from Fort Lot.
Yes, I heard he got back to Neverwinter recently. Surprised he even made it with the troubles I've heard around Fort Lock.
Trust me, you don't know the half of it.
Cormac's a harborman too. And folks of the harbor are as close to kin as you can get out of the mare. He might be able to take you into the watch. And from there, speaking to Aldenon shouldn't be too hard.
And if I don't want to join the watch?
Then you need to find another route into the Black Lake District. And that means dealing with other folks that try to control the docks. Moya and her gang.
Oh, there's an idea, Duncan. They probably were behind the watch closing the Black Lake District in the first place.
Huh. It's not my first choice, but if I had to speak to her, how would I?
Well, she's got thugs all over the docks. But finding one who can get you to her?
There's Caleb. He used to try to get me to pay him gold for protection before I told him about the wards I'd inscribed on the building that caged the Guardian Elementals. Long story, but quick resolution.
Caleb, maybe. But I don't trust that harbor rat to give you a fair deal. And the price will be steep, in bodies or coin. He doesn't like being the only one with blood on his hands.
It's okay, I can handle it.
Doesn't sound like someone we should put our faith in.
Obviously, you've never dealt with the Watch in Neverwinter, Kelgar. Dealing with Caleb is probably our best chance.
Still, the chances are simply talking to Caleb will make you want to kill him, so it seems a clear win to me. If you do speak to him, though, be sure to do it downwind.
So, here's the thing. I have gone through this game before, not on stream, of course, because it was years ago, but I did basically a paladin run and win the guard route, so I'm going to go the other route this time, and it's actually going to be kind of semi-blind as I go through it, because I have never done that one before, so that's going to be interesting. So joining the watch, upholding the law, or descending into crime.
That's pretty much how it stands. You can find Cormac in the watch post near the Dolphin Bridge that leads to the Merchant Quarter. He needs help, so it shouldn't be much of a tough sell to join up.
Caleb should be lounging around the corner east along the main road. Just follow the smell. If you want to join with him, he'll probably ask you to hurt or kill someone, so be warned.
Okay.
I'll mark both on your map. Help you get your bearings.
Well, you can certainly find your way into trouble from here. Me, I will head back to my lonely merchant existence.
I'm actually going to go to try to get
my
sand
expertise, simply ask. But
into my
just
party.
in case, bring a great deal of gold as well.
Just because I would like another wizard.
Well,
I need
there you have it.
a good fighter
Talk
that
to Caleb or Cormac.
besides Kelgar
Cormac
too.
is at the watch post near the Dolphin Bridge. Caleb should be lounging down the street east along the main road. The
Sure,
docks
no
don't
problem.
see too much of the arcane. I guarantee your talents can make an impact, for or against the watch. But while you're here, feel free to make yourself at home. Also, any friend of yours is a friend of mine. Your companions are welcome to stay here as well, even if you're off on some other journey like the one that sent you here. They're all welcome to make themselves at home.
So this
whenever they're
becomes
not
your
traveling
hub
here.
for
That
the
way you'll
first
know where
part
to
of the
find
game?
them if you need their help later. Sound good?
So I can drop them off here. So did anyone ever come hunting for your sword?
No, not that I know of. I mean, I've kept it in the back for years. Barely even thought about it till now. It is odd that they seem to be after yours. Maybe there's something different about the one you have compared to mine.
Maybe.
But then again, my shard didn't have any traces of magic until yours showed up.
Alright, could you tell me anything else about what happened in Black Lake?
Well, there's been some tales floating around that a nobleman, Lord Gentry, was murdered.
What a
there.
name.
But the watch isn't saying much. Either because they don't want to spread tales or they don't know much.
It's like this is,
There may have even been more troubles, but I haven't heard.
like
Either
the-
way, Black Lake's locked up tight. You won't be able to get in unless you're a trusted member of the Watch. Or a really good thief that runs with the right circles.
it's like naming somebody Lord. Okay, Sans said something about the demons or sorcery being
Well,
involved
I
in
don't know
murders?
about that, but if the Cloak Tower mages of Neverwinter are involved, there may have been magic or demons involved in Gentry's death. But don't trust everything Sand says. He only knows about half of the story at any given time.
Huh. What do you know about
That
Sand?
little sharp-eared viper's got a wit to match, but he has his uses. And he's one of the only peddlers of charms and potions here in the docks, so he gets by.
Still don't understand why he couldn't afford that place in the Merchant Quarter. His potions are cheap, and they work.
Right, because
Need
they're
to use
cheap.
his alchemy workbench? Or you're shopping for some minor magics? Then he's a good one to see.
Alright, I had some other
What
questions
did you
for
want to know?
Lots of trophies here on the wall.
Yep, a lot of stories hanging on these walls. Shed a lot of my own blood, and others in the past. Now it all goes into the flagon.
Alright, were you an adventurer?
Well, if you can call it that. Me and some old friends, now gone, made quite a company along the coast. There were 5 of us to start, but
most of this is just going to be listening to me, listening to him ramble. I think that's about it for now. I think I've got enough. Well, let's ask him about any stories.
I could, but they wouldn't go anywhere.
Okay, good.
And there wouldn't be any tension in them, since you know I survived anyway.
So
now,
did you
Dig,
die?
He may have some tales for you. About your mother, too.
Oh, but you're not going to tell me. What can you tell me about
Only
her?
as much as Dagon allows. He keeps his past close, despite how it keeps everyone else from him. I knew your mother, though. I know you lost her early. Terrible tragedy. During that attack on the village. But that's really Dagon's place to say, not mine.
Yeah. I don't know that you ever find out about her. I think you might, but I think I kind of lost interest in pursuing that line of questioning last time I played. Alright, I think that's all I wanted to know for now. As I said, you can poke around here, get people into your party. What armor did I get? Armor of Loyalty. That is like leather, I guess. Leather +1. I could put that on Nishka, I guess. Maybe.
Yes.
Nishka has leather armor. This armor of loyalty is... what's the penalty on it? -1? It's like studded leather of +1 or whatever. There we go. Anything else I need to know? I don't think so. I think I'm good. This one has acid and electrical resistance, and the one I had is a health bonus. Right. Oh, and you know what? Let's try to scribe these scrolls. I don't think any of them are going to be scribable just yet. Yeah, because I am, of course, a Pale Master. Alright, that's where you assemble your party. I think you can have up to 5 people. I could be wrong about that. So let's go looking around and... Oh, it's because I took everybody out of my party, not put them in. That's okay. Right. Oh, so you can only have 4 people in your party. That's odd. Could have sworn you could have more. Oh well. Alright, let's take a look. He said east along the road. That would, I guess, put us this way. There's some watchmen and a sergeant. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Is Sand's shop's just down here. Let's talk to Sand in his shop. See what he has to give me. Now you can get him in your party eventually, I just don't know when or what the prerequisites are.
Ah, well met again. And what can I help you with?
First of all, what do you... have you heard the term Kalakcha before?
It's not Elvish. Too harsh and guttural. But not as crude as Orcish. The word sounds like a title, though, like betrayer. Perhaps a linguist would know more, but not I.
Let's see what you have for sale. So what does he have for sale? That is gives you crafting. Gives you a natural armor +2 amulet. Some useful wands. Ring of Scholars. I think that just gives you a lore bonus, doesn't it? Yeah. Lore +5. +15 for the light, which can be useful. And then just gear. Or not gear. Crafting supplies. Yeah, none of this is critical. We're going to head on out. So I got to find Caleb, I guess. Okay. So I think this is east. Seriously?
Follow me.
Here, gather everybody together.
What?
There's Caleb. So the watchman's so scared of me, he turns and walks away. You should have seen the look on that merchant's face when he realized he wasn't getting any help. I tell you, Caleb, we own this place. The Watch are either cowards or greedy cowards, willing to run at the drop of a coin. You're looking for trouble? Maybe you better walk out of here before you break your legs. I was told you could help me get into Blacklight District. I'm looking for work and was told you might have something for me. Well, I am feeling a bit lazy today. Yeah, sure, I've got work for you. There's a shop owner name of Hagen. He doesn't seem to understand that I run this side of the docks. He's being difficult. He's refusing to pay the money he owes me for this week. You want me to persuade him to pay up? Well, I want his Ephor to break his arms. He needs a lesson, and he'll still be able to pay even with his arms snapped like twigs. I'll do it. Handle Hagen for me, and we'll talk more about how I can help you with your problem. Hagen's shop's right next to the docks, next to the small courtyard. Come back with the money when you're done. And don't try to steal from me. I've got connections. Cross me and I'll find you. Don't bother just trying to scare me. I've handled tougher people than you. You're not off to a good start. Just take care of Hagen for me and we'll figure out who's tougher later. Yeah, we will. Alright, well, let's do this little job. Actually, you know what? It's starting to get on. So before I do this job, I'm going to go ahead and cut it here, and we will start on our path to, the underworld in the next episode. For now, it's been the RPG Crawler with my Let's Play of Neverwinter Nights 2. If you like what you've seen, remember to leave a like, comment if you've got any feedback, and subscribe for more RPG content, both tabletop and computer. Until next time, take care and goodbye.